Welcome to my Permadeath series for No Man's Sky, and here we're up on this space station, and in the last part we were exploring this system and we went to this planet here, and I thought I'd found a potential candidate for a base, but as Kryto Tharg pointed out, it's probably not the best of planets. And what I actually did off camera is I went back and checked it out, and he's probably right. It is a little bit of an unpleasant planet. It wasn't, I mean, it didn't have everything I wanted. So I thought in this part, what we're going to do is carry on our journey to new systems. But I really fancy maybe doing the Atlas path. So what we're going to do is jump in the Laughing Gnome, get out into space, and see whether we can. Oops, look at that, it just comes straight in over the top of us. So here we are, and I'm just going to come in here. We got the Galactic Core. Oh, we've got no Atlas path. Oh yeah, I haven't actually done the Atlas path since coming to the Hilbert Galaxy. Ah, that's interesting. Let me just go to the anomaly. We should be able to talk to Polo, and he should be able to give us an Atlas station in this system. Or galaxy, not system. What am I on about system? So let's just get in here. If not, we may have to go back to the Euclid Galaxy to do the Atlas path, which would be a little bit unfortunate. It says I've got some salvage data as well. I can't remember if I've got any. Oh, I've got 10. I think I'll probably hang on to that just at the moment. I'm just going to accumulate more of it as I go along. We'll check the missions out when we get back. I just want to talk to Polo. Specialist Polo. Always more to do, yes. Ask for Atlas Station coordinates. Nod seriously, they send me the coordinates for an Atlas Station to my Starship computer. And seeing we're on the Nexus, or Nexus, I just want to check the missions. I mean, there's no community mission at the moment because it's still the middle of the week. No, I was half hoping that there would be some frigate tech in here, but I mean, we've got lava cores. There's nothing that really grabs me there. I suppose construct an outpost of 15 worrying loops would be quite good. So let's get back into the Laughing Gnome. Is the mission selected? Yeah, the mission is selected. Oh, we've got hostiles starting to come in. This is Galactic Core. Oh, it looks like we've actually got the Atlas path now. Is it saying that there's an Atlas station just here? But it's inside the targeted system, so wow. Yeah, I think we can just have a quick look at sustainable. It's not brilliant, but I think we'll go here. Here we are at the station. I must admit, this is the first time I've been in another galaxy and with the Atlas path still to do, because every other Let's Play I've ever done is I've always managed to finish the Atlas path before I actually went to the next galaxy. But of course, when they changed the storyline where you had the option to jump into another galaxy rather than go to the center, that changed that. The ship turns around. Of course, the first thing we're going to do is done the Corvex word for high, Corvex word for interesting, low. We're actually getting a few more words from this path. Not as many as we used to get, but it's still a useful thing to do. Although Corvax words are not exactly what I need. Actually, we're getting a few more actually. We'll just do one side on the way in, and then we'll do the other side on the way out. this one should have a word in it. Yep. We've got the Korvax word for operational, and I got myself turned round. Of course, we got the big cracked black ball this time. Here we go. Geometric construction, zoom zoom. Question nothing, fear nothing. The calling cannot be denied. This is what you are. I feel the stirring of heresy within my mind. At each interface, an Atlas stone awaits me. I am driven to gather them. To what end? Why does the omnipotent require my prayer? What is wrong with the heart of existence? That is, Creator requires this pilgrimage, this dance of grinding stones. So we got milestone Cassini. I answer the question. It will not turn away from the challenge. The Atlas guides me. I will answer its call. So we've now got the dark matter stone. I should really start putting these together. So, I mean, I've got the space for it now. Health is at maximum. Thank you. My health is already at maximum. And we'll just check these out on the way round. Seem to be walking a little bit slower now. Got the Korvax word for pattern. And for planetary. This is turning into quite a good haul, actually. So explore countless realities. Polo holds the coordinates to black holes and Atlas stations. And we've got the Korvax word for plants. There's another one chucked underneath there. I think that would be the last one. And we got the Korvax word for provide. Quite happy with that. And where's my ship gone? Oh, it's over there. You actually listen to the background noise of this. It sounds like you're in a cave. Never mind. Maybe an Atlas station is a space cave. But then again, who's to say whether it rains in space or not? We've got a noxious planet with ancient bones on it. Oops, lost our way through this lot. Let's get to the space station next. Check that out. So we're just going to slide in here. Because of course we'll be able to get our suit upgraded again. Because this is a new system. And another 1,000,000 credits on a suit upgrade. Oh, I should have actually. Oh, the other thing I've also been doing is checking out this ship tech. And what I actually did was I bought some ship tech to put in my fighters. I think it was a new pulse drive and a photon cannon. And what I actually did is I ended up installing it into my starship. I think the other one was I actually put in an upgrade for the hyperdrive. So I've now got a range of over 1,000 light years, I presume, for my hyperdrive. I've got a maneuverability of 590. Yeah, so there's a bit of a moral in that story. If you start buying tech for one ship, you end up putting it in another ship. Purchase upgrade modules. See, we've got another pulse engine upgrade there. Phase beam module. What was got there? I think we'll pick that up. And we'll pick that up. Got phase beam starship shield module. That's an A class. I mean, I've got loads of nanites. I think we'll pick that up as well. I'll definitely put that into the fighter. Which one, I have absolutely no idea at the moment. So what did I get? I got a phase beam, a pulse engine upgrade. I mean, I could put another pulse engine upgrade in it. It's a shame you can't transfer these to something else. Because this gives me 34% fuel efficiency. And maneuverability 6% and 18%. The problem is, if you put the stuff in, you can't actually see, you know, do a comparison with the upgrade. I think I'm going to stay with that. I mean, I could move out, put this. No, I think I'm quite happy with what I got. I'll keep that for the ship. In fact, we'll probably do that once I've checked out the missions. Just going to get over here. Well, I don't really need navigation data, but never mind, who cares? Right, Mr. Mission Man, what have you got for me? Well, we'll kill a quad. Yep, I'll take that. And we'll kill 13 creatures. We're bound to find an abandoned building. We can scan 5 plants. That's always a good one. I'm always scanning plants anyway. Got that. And we could locate a missing person. I think we'll leave that just for the moment. I think we're going to do a bit of free base exploring for this part. And coal creatures, yes, thank you. And we'll drop the save. Yes, thank you. I'm just going to call the... Wow. Just going to get the capital vessel in. I think my actual frigate mission is back, but I don't have the fuel to send it out again. And I suppose in some ways this is now decision time. Which one are you? You're the S class. This is... Which one looks the best? You're my B class 36, which is what I've been upgrading. This is my S class 20. So see, must admit I do like this one slightly better than this one, but of course we got the needle back there. Yeah, I'm just balancing the fact that the cost of upgrading to an S class, and this is a B class, so to upgrade this to an S class is going to take me 2 steps, which is going to be a lot of nanites. Where this is already an S class. Anyway, let's just jump in and take a look at you. So you're Wanderlust 4. And what we got here? I mean, we don't have a lot in the way of technology. We've got a whole lot of thrusters here. We've got a phase beam there. I think what we can do is, what we got here, pulse engine upgrade. Put that there. We'll just move you maybe up to there for the moment, and put the phase beam upgrade in as well. That gives them a little bit more, quite a lot more damage potential. Phase beam, because this is an S-class ship. Got the maneuverability. It doesn't have the hyperdrive range. It's never will do, because I'm not going to worry too much about that. And we'll just put you in there for the moment. We've got a shield strength of 255 and a hyperdrive range of 101, maneuverability 426. Let me just go in here. This is Silver Fury. Wow, got junk in here. I didn't think I had that. I mean, this has got a lot of space in it, and that's a lot of technology. I mean, I could dismantle all this. I've got a conflict scanner in here. Move the technology. What I'd really love to be able to do is click this and move it to another starship. Economy scan out. I mean, I put a lot of work into this ship. It's just so hard. Trying to get my mind. Or do I get rid of the needle? These ships are just so similar. I'm going to put it off. I just can't make up my mind. I know I've just put the tech in the other one. I mean, I don't really need to make a decision just yet. One thing I do want to do is look for gel cells. Come on, game. What's a Corvax casing? No, I'm certainly not interested in your ship. Anyway, time to go off and explore. I mean, if you've got any opinions on which ship to keep and which one to destroy, feel free to chuck it in the comments. Yeah. So we got you there. Got a shattered planet here. I think we're going to go for the shattered planet first because there's a chance we can get a single life form on that. So we'll drop down on the shattered planet first. Get the single life form. That will push forward the milestones, assuming there is a single life form on here. And of course, there's always a possibility that there might be a power source on here. Yeah, this should be a single life force. Yeah, there should be a single life form on this planet. This is very familiar. And we're just going to land. This is the one with cubes. Yeah. Yeah, it says fauna medium. I don't know how you classify. And there's the fauna just there, just right in front of us. Very familiar one, and that should give us the upload for that. And that should give us we are now a researcher. Curiosity. Oops. Nothing round here. Got copper, don't need copper. Got all the copper I need. Back on my mining base. Because we can do a bit of scanning. Generally doesn't tend to be much on these planets. But as I say, they are that quick win for if you really need to move that milestone forward. You got that there. Yeah. Grab that cube there. And anything else around that could be scanned. Ooh. Got an electric cube over here. Pick this up. Something else for my base when I actually get round to building it. Almost like a floating firecracker, isn't he? This is unidentified mineral over here. Oops. You got here ferrite dust and oxygen. Well, I think that's about it for this planet. As far as I know, there are no bases on this planet. I mean, we could try and find out, just a bit of a check. See if we go back up into space, because last time I did this, we went up into space and went all over the place. Minor settlement detected. I would guess that that is probably off planet. No, is that? Off planet, yep. Maybe that will give us another target. And what I've done is I've lost my ship. Oh, there is. Okay. I've still got to keep plugging away with the dihydrogen. Yeah, go away. Because nobody wants to sell me dihydrogen gel. I actually went back because I know I've got at least 2 systems in the Euclid galaxy that would sell me dihydrogen gel. And I actually went back, was it yesterday? I had a couple of hours to spare. And I actually went back and started going through all the old planets trying to find it. And after about, can't remember how many jumps I actually did, I eventually decided maybe it wasn't such a good idea. And there's one thing I really would love is if we just kick this off to head towards the minor settlement. One thing I would really like is in here is if there was some way you could add notes to systems and planets for information. Like if you find a system that sells the gel cells, you could actually mark it and say I want that, so you can then look through the list and see which planets where you actually found things or bought things. I think that would be a great quality of life improvement for the game. Right, so we've now got, oh wow, come down on trading station. You're gonna sell me gels, aren't you? Destination reached. Requires orthodoxy. Abundant, ordinary. Right, we're on a radioactive planet. Destroy 3 sentinels, yes. Right, first things first. Let's get into here. No. You always get lots of like oxygen capsules and stuff like that. Nope. Got nothing to sell as far as I know, or nothing of any real value. Oh. No, I'm not particularly interested in that. What I will do is, let's see what. Hello, technology merchant, wherever you are. Purchase components. Some wiring limbs, don't really need that. Nitrogen salt. Drop pod contain. I think we're going to buy one of those just for the fun of it. Haven't done a drop pod for a little while. Oh, there you are. I was about to say there should be somebody here who wants to. Okay. Something. Help immediately. An idea in my head forms. Perhaps there's some sort of bypass circuits might be created. Supply a new chipset. And a fresh piece of circuitry to the life form. They wait, they consider it for a moment. Quick as a flash, they mount the chip in their wrist and retry their data power. Success. Grateful Korvax hands me an upgrade module. A C-class movement module. Saw that on the horizon there. I thought, oh look, there's somebody on the horizon waving at me. Oh, we're on a fungi plant place. Okay, let's have a Also take advantage of that. We're in the Vakissi swamp. I think we will deploy this my signal booster. I'm sure I've got a signal booster with me. Nutrient processor. That's the signal booster. Did I get rid of my signal booster? What on earth happened to that then? I need metal plate and carbon nanojuice. Did I? Oh, we need some carbon. Oh, well, that's quickly fixed. So you find some trees. Got some damage bench. Get the tree behind. And I'm just gonna. I just noticed my radiation protection is on. Can't remember how much uranium I've got, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful here. I'm just going to go in here, and you can send me the location of a drop pod, please. Yep. And let's pick up the signal booster. How far away is the drop pod? 5 minutes. 5-minute walk, is that going to be worth it? Maybe. Oops. No, navigation data, always wanted that. Yeah, I suppose a 5-minute walk across the planet, scan a few things, and see what we can find. There's another creature there. I mean, 5 minutes isn't that far. Well, antimatter would be useful because we might need that for the drop pod. In fact, we will need it for the drop pod. Okay, we'll keep the rusted metal. Of course, we've got unidentified plant. Damaged machinery. Take the goop. And put that into the exosuit. And what on earth have we got here? Got a couple of dancing sponges. Oh, that's rare. At this rate, we might get all the creatures on this planet. And I've lost the drop pod. Hello, boys. Ah, I didn't think you could feed those. So let's grab a little bit of dihydrogen on the way through. Have to be a little bit careful because I keep picking up everything in sight. I'll probably run out of space in my inventory. Corvex casing. Yeah, I must have picked up some dihydrogen jellies from somewhere. That's it. I keep calling it gel, but it's actually jelly, isn't it? Yeah, I've got a lot of junk in here. How much uranium have I actually got? 130. Let's have a quick scan round. Uranium deposit there. Maybe we'll keep going this way. We're only 1,000 odd, what we call it, away, units away. Actually, while we're at it, nearby hotspots. Right, we got B that way. Oh, great. Let's see that way. Okay, we're in the middle of a storm. Hopefully it won't be too bad. We better get a crack on towards the drop pod. Oops. Life support 50%. What we got here? I just saw. I want that. Right, it says there's we've got a buried technology over there, which is in the right direction. Knowledge stone, I'll take that. And just looking around. Let's grab and run the. A little bit more, grab that. Okay, we got some more buried technology floating in the sky. Wow. Okay, you just whack me. Technology. No hotspots here. Found a C. And another C. Though to be honest, I'm not particularly that interested in to be honest, I'm not particularly that interested in setting up a base on a radioactive planet. Another crystal fragment. Oh wow! Okay, just run off the top of the hill. We got. Yeah. Okay, we got through the storm. There's a hazardous plant there. We're just right, we've got the mission for scanning plants and that. We finally arrived at the drop pod. And claim the base. We've got that, and we've got that. That's 900,000 saved. All that. I really should actually spend a bit more time looking for drop pods. But then it's just so easy to go to a new system, spend 1 million credits and do something that way. What I want now is right. There's a buried technology 51 away. Certainly not going to turn that down. Mining beam, terrain manipulator. Grab you. What we will do is drop you out again and see what you can find. Outpost. Locate nearby structures. Just see what's around. Looks like there's a settlement in that direction. Pick you up. This resource depot. Resource depot is quite interesting because that means that it will take me to a, how can you say, a place where I could get killed with sentinels. I think we'll pass up on the resource depot for the moment. I think we're just going to concentrate. Oh, I see a. Let's grab some more dihydrogen. Yeah, thank you. Technology. Alright, got an advanced battery. Use that up. I had a feeling that I saw the top of a freighter over here. Or maybe I was just imagining it. Grab that. I think if we look for... Oops. Wait, what am I doing? I'm stuck in a hole. There it is. Let me out. This unknown building, 500,000 magnetized. Alright, I'm looking for some uranium. There's uranium 400 that way. Just go and get some uranium to stock up. Actually taking me in the direction of the resource depot as well. Right, it says that there's a knowledge stone over here as well in this direction, so we're just keep going for the knowledge stone. There it is. Down. Oh, looks like I've come back to the drop pod. That's okay. It is definitely the drop pod I've just visited, isn't it? Yep. Yep. So it would have been really great to have found two drop pods close together, but never mind. Picking up quite a lot of crystal fragments as well. Right. There it is. It's only a little bit of uranium, but it will help. Right. How much? 231. I think that'd be enough to be going on with. They've got health restorative, knowledge stone that way. I'm really after is buried tech, but if we got here, it says buried tech 387 that way. It's getting dark and the lights are coming on, so we'll just keep going. Right, it seems we've got a floating crystal here. We'll go and check out the floating crystal, see what it is. There's a great big planet. Oops, no, let's keep away from you. Here we are at the floating crystals. You're a carbon crystal. You're tetracobalt. I'll certainly take the tetracobalt. That's worth something. I don't think carbon crystals are worth that much. Destabilized sodium, not to put that in. Got a chlorine lattice. Can't remember how much a chlorine lattice is worth. We'll take that out of curiosity. Another tetracobalt. Just pull away. Oops. What the? Ah, backed up into a hole. Take another. Oops. Grab some of that. I mean, destabilized sodium is worth a certain amount, but it's not brilliant. How am I off for space? Well, a little bit overloaded for space wise. We can come into there, put the U in there and start converting that. Must admit, I thought tetracobalt was worth a bit more than that. It's only 12,000. Let me just do this. Right, let's just go into here. Can I refine them? Yeah, the tetracobalt we can turn into ionized cobalt. I think it's worth more as ionized cobalt than things. So where's the ionized cobalt? Yeah, you can see straight away by turning the tetracobalt into ionized cobalt, we've got over about 120,000. So when you find tetracobalt, it's better to actually convert it. Let's try the chlorine lattice as well. Let's see. This gets converted to chlorine. And I think the chlorine is worth a lot more as well. Where's the chlorine? So we get chlorine's worth 100,000 as well. Don't need anything else. Yeah, so that's the way to make money. That's it. I had a little temporary lapse of memory there with respect to tetracobalt. I knew it was worth a lot of money. I just couldn't remember. Oh, I didn't remember what I needed to do. I think we're just going to pop you up and get you convert into living slime. I'm pretty well loaded up now. I think I'm just a bit more inclined if I can find one more buried technology. A lot of knowledge stones around here. Got some more floating crystals over there. Oh no, this is the ones I've just seen. Yeah, that's the ones I've just been looking at. Okay, I'm aware time is pushing on, so just get so. Yeah, thank you, game. And just have a look round. So we got uranium, magnetized ferrite, plants, got the floating crystals, humming sacks. Right, we got some more buried technology over there. Whoops, up in there. Right, I'm going to grab one more buried technology and then that would be it. Technology, just get into here, grab that. There's some damaged machinery here. I'll grab some more residual goop. And we got some nanites. Right, it's time to call the ship in, but oops, then he lost that creature there. How many creatures have I actually scanned in here? Got 6 out of 9. That's not bad actually. And what we're going to do is just call in the ship. In you come. Jump into you. And we're going to get up into space, and I think it's time to sell off what we've got. And we'll go this way. Oops. We'll go this way first. I just want to purchase upgrade module, sell, and shield module A. I think we'll sell the movement module and keep the shield module. I think I can use the shield module just for the moment. And what we've got to sell. You digital goop. Start converting. And see if we can sell off and come into here and we'll just sell off crystal. Sell the 2 silver. Just get rid of the silver. Cryophase, I'm not too sure why I'm carrying that around with me. We got a Corvax casing that can go. Ionized cobalt. I'm going to sell about 200 of that. If we sell off about 200, that's 82,000. Antimatter, living slime. I think we'll sell the chlorine. That's going to be 98,000. So we've got that out. I mean, the specialized items from planets are virtually worthless. You only collect those for aesthetics. I do need to go and put these in a locker somewhere so that I don't have to carry them around with me all the time. Salvage data, I don't want that. Let's change anything in the ship. Got a load of rusted metal in the ship as well. I have little bits of silver everywhere. Oh, that's because I was shooting asteroids, wasn't it? And of course, we're just going to talk to our mission man here. And in the missions, we only got the one. And we got 155 nanites for that. And our standing with the Explorers Guild has increased. What do we get here? Hunt pirates, locate missing people. So we got 2 missions to locate missing people. Maybe the next part we'll do that. We're definitely going to need to go back to a base and drop that off. I think I'll do that while I'm thinking about it. So I'm just going to go here. Where can we drop it off of? Filter. We go to the star farm. I must change the music up on this. I'm gonna shove you in here, and you in here. Just had a sudden thought. I've got 1, 2, 3 here. Storage. Oops. This is everything around me. It just suddenly occurred to me that if I put all 10 storage vaults out here, I could find them. We'll have to put them on this side. Why won't they line up? Okay, we'll go this way. 5, 6, 7, 9. So that means I've got all my volts out now. What I need to do now is just hook them up with power. Yeah, it just suddenly occurred to me that I'm kind of holding myself back here by not actually. Now the question is, can I? I was just gonna gerrymander these together. These actually powered up. Let's have a quick look. Right, you're powered up. You're ready to go. So by stacking them, we're powered up. Yeah, it was just a sudden thought that I thought if I chuck out all 10 volts out in here, I can use this as a central storage management area. Well, until I actually get my base sorted out. Yeah, so that's made me a little bit happier. I mean, it's a mess, and I'm going to apologise for that, but at the moment this is just going to be what all mining bases are. Mining bases are practical and serviceable. There's no aesthetics about actually being in a mining area or mining base. But I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.